Let me tell you, 14 years into the marriage and 17 years since I met my husband, he is still my best friend.
Wow.
You know, like when I'm out here even now, I am eager to go home and spend time with him. This is a person that I've been with for 17 years.
Yes.
So for me, the greatest lesson is work on your fears.
Yes.
Number 2 is that you have to be open-minded when you get into marriage. Let me tell you, you will prepare yourself so much for marriage, but there are things that will only unfold in the context of a marriage.
Okay.
So you have to get into marriage with an open mind and ready to learn and unlearn and relearn things.
Okay.
There are things you will discover about your partner that you didn't know because in a dating context you won't be able to know those things, or even because they are there, they are open and everything, but because of hormone-based love, the oxytocin and all that, they blind you. So the things you discover, of course, there are measures that people can take so that they don't get carried away by emotions during dating.
Yes.
But there are still things you are going to discover about your partner, how they handle things, how they respond to things. Only after you get to in marriage. For instance, let me ask you, let me tell you. Like you may not know how your partner will do with the kids before you get married.
Yeah, sure.
Because even if they have kids in their life, like this is necessary, but those are not their children. When they get their children, that is when now you're going to realize, they treat children like this or the other. But then they are bottom lines that don't change.
Yes.
Like character. And that is why I usually tell people, please marry a good human first. Leave when you meet a man who wants to marry you.
Yes.
Before you even think of them as your husband, I want you to first ask yourself, are they a good human? And a good human is not just a good human to you.
Yeah.
They are good to everyone else. And that is why I usually tell people, you see this thing of online dating, that you meet a person, you spend your entire dating experience on them. You know, you continue to work with them. Like the only version you know is what you are seeing when we are talking. There are things we don't do when we are on the screen.
Yeah, sure.
You need to interact with the person when we are interacting with other people. And that is why we usually tell people like, you know, attend a function, a family function with them. Even before you have proceeded so much, watch them. See how they behave with other people. Be on the road with them.
Yeah, sure.
Do people know that on the road you can really know the true characters? Because on the road, that is why people engage in road rage.
Yeah.
You hear someone is insulting everyone. In a matatu, that is why a person is insulting another person because they have been stepped on their feet by mistake. But they don't know that it's a mistake, they just release insults. You can learn so much from a person from observing and interacting with other people. So marry a good human first. Then marry a good friend. So this person, you should ask yourself, is this person a good human? Yes. And I can confidently say my husband is a good human. So tick.
Yes.
Then good friend. Never make a mistake of marrying a person who is not a friend to you. If you don't make a good friend, forget it.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, in marriage, you can, and guess what?
Yes.
You can be lovers, but you're not friends. You can be lovers, but you're not friends.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, in a marriage context, there is a point where issues will come up and you can't relate as spouses. It is the friendship now that joins you.
Yeah.
You are like, at the end of the day, the things that I cannot do to you as my good friend. And remember, when a person is a good human, there are things they can't do to you.
Yeah.
There are atrocities they cannot commit towards you.
Exactly.
Then number 2, being a good friend, there are situations whereby it is the friendship that will hold you together. Then number 3 now, a good spouse. Can you see the levels?
Yeah.
If a person follows good human, good friend, then good spouse. You can never make a mistake with that.
Wow.
And of course, there is the fear of God.
Yeah.
You have to, not even the fear of God, involving God. You know, I usually tell people, marriage is no joke. Marriage is no joke. I usually say, again, life is too short to live in regrets. But if I want to go back, if there is something that I would do differently, before I get married, perhaps it would have prevented some of the issues that I dealt with, or we dealt with during the initial years. It is to really involve God more. Involve God.
Yeah.
And God can open your eyes to things you would otherwise not see with your naked eyes. So I usually tell people, fast if you have to. Before you choose a life partner,
Yes.
fast if you have to. Really ask for God's guidance. Me, I usually tell people, honestly, God preserved me. Because honestly, it's not like I involved God or anything.
Yes.
God just to make sure that I get a good person so that I can be able to help other people.
Yes.
Honestly, it had to be God. And He did it by pure grace.
Yeah.
I never even made any effort to involve Him. But I usually tell people, involve God. He can show you things you will otherwise not see. Involve God and show you how healed emotionally. Choose a good human, a good friend, and a good spouse. And I'm telling you that there is no challenge that you can overcome in marriage.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, so actually we did that one for marry your good friend.
Yes.
Yeah, it's quite amazing.
And also because I do assume you get married at 25 or even 30. And let's say you leave this world at 80. Those are about 50 years. This is a person I'm going to spend with 50 years. How do you spend the person who is not your friend? It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
This is a life companion. This is a person who will live with every single day of your life. I wake up with my husband every day for 17 years, for 14 years now.
Yeah.
And I've been knowing him for 17 years.
Yeah.
How then will you live with a person who doesn't? Who is not your good friend?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your husband, your wife should be the first person you think about when you come across something of them.
Exactly. Wow, that's amazing. And now for this beautiful book of I Am My Good People, I will allow our guest to tell us more about it. You can see it here. Let her give us more information on it.
So this book, we deliver countrywide anywhere a person is in Kenya, and it goes for only Kenya shillings 1,000. But I'm going to say this: if you come to order it and you tell me you saw me on this channel, I'm going to give you a discount. You're going to get it at Kenya shillings 850, not 1,000.
Wow.
Kenya shillings 850. Just mention to me that you got it or that you saw me on this channel. My number that you can order on or through, it is 0741 528 801.